Good afternoon, Don. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. So, when did you start the co-op?
Southside Christian Homeschool Academy started in 2010,
Mm,
and it started out of a group of families who got together and felt a need for higher level high school classes for their kids.
right. Okay. So when you started, how many families do you know at that
We
time?
had about 10, maybe
Okay.
10 families.
So were you homeschooling your children at that time?
I was. I
Okay.
was. So
So
all three of our boys took classes with SCHA.
okay. Okay. That's wonderful. Yeah. And now you actually pretty much offer all the high school classes, right? Subject.
That's correct. We actually offer a full complement of language arts from 6th grade to 12th grade,
Okay.
math, 6th grade to 12th grade, or 8th grade to 12th grade,
Okay.
um, uh, social studies from 8th grade through 12th grade.
Hmm.
And we have some electives as well, and science classes from 6th grade to 12th grade.
Okay. So it's pretty much middle and high school, middle school and high school.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Correct. So we started out just as high school,
Okay.
and we had some parents say, well, I've got middle school kids and they're not quite ready for your classes, but would you take them? And so we kind of felt a need to fulfill that part of the
Right.
community's interest. So we went ahead
Yeah.
and added the middle school classes.
That's wonderful. So, and at that time, is that all is the teachers or all the parents or
Yes.
okay.
Yes. So we were all friends together,
Uh-huh.
and we all had different interests and specialties. So we set the requirement that we wanted somebody to have either professional experience or a bachelor's degree in the areas that they were teaching.
Mm.
And we all had something a little different to offer. And so it worked out really well.
Oh, that's great. That is wonderful.
Yeah.
And now are you some kind of nonprofit organization?
Actually, we are an unincorporated association, just a group of still parents, teachers, caring Christian individuals who
Okay.
want kids to succeed.
Oh, wonderful. And uh, do you have like a school board or things like that?
We are not a school at
Mhm.
all. We are just a group of people that offer, it's almost like group tutoring
Okay.
classes. And we only meet 1 day a week for each class, but we meet on both Mondays and Thursdays
Right.
in person. We have some classes on Wednesday that are online
Okay.
classes.
Okay.
And we have a volunteer board that helps the instructors, make sure that they're organized, and everybody's kind of running on the same schedule. But we put as much on the parents as the parents want to take.
Mhm.
We're just instructing, tutoring, helping their students through these classes that parents may not feel comfortable in teaching.
Right, right. So how does your school fit into the Indiana laws, regulations? How,
So within Indiana, you have your own as a parent, you have your own personal homeschool
mhm,
school.
mhm,
And you have the ability to provide whatever education it is that you want for your child. And so within that, you can sit at home and hand them a book, or you could take online classes with a myriad of any organizations that are out there. You could do a co-op. You can do private tutoring. You could do classes like we offer.
right.
You can take dual credit classes with colleges. You have lots of different choices. So we fit into that category because it is a choice that a parent can make to have somebody tutor their child to succeed through the high school years.
Okay, so it's still under the homeschool, that
Yes.
category. Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
definitely.
So it's not in a way, it's not a school.
No,
Uh-huh.
no, we are not. And most of the, the rule making and those kind of things all falls onto the instructors.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it's kind of very interesting because I think co-op is relatively new, right?
Reasonably new. A co-op is technically parents who come together and kind of teach what they want to, or they're solicited to teach something. They have to somehow actually do things within a group, and ours is definitely a drop-off organization.
Okay, yeah.
So
So your co-op is more structured.
it's a little bit more, yes.
Uh-huh. And so like a co-op, you don't need accreditation from the state.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And we don't have that either, because as a homeschooling parent, your school is recognized as an unaccredited private school.
Mm.
And so within your school, you are just choosing to take classes someplace else.
Okay. Now do you have to follow some kind of standards?
No.
Okay.
No.
So it's really up to the instructors, right?
So the parents decide, what structure they want and what
Okay.
requirements they want for their child to graduate. Our classes are generally honors worthy type classes, and we encourage parents to go ahead and put that kind of designation on the transcript.
Okay.
But the teachers, individual instructors pick their curriculum, and then the families are invited in to see what it is that we are teaching and what we're offering. So
okay.
it's a choice from the parents' perspective.
Right. So basically the parents kind of choose what classes they can take or which instructors they want to have, right?
Correct.
In a way. Because they don't have, like say, there is a family, they can take classes in your co-op, but they can also take class from another co-op.
Yes.
Right? There is no conflict there.
No.
Yeah.
No, in fact, we actually try to work with the other co-ops that are in the area to make sure that we don't have days that overlap. And we have a lot of students who do a couple different groups. So.
Oh, wonderful. Now do you have some kind of, well, in a way, informal association of the homeschool co-ops?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. No.
So it's more kind of just like, each other, so we just work it out. So we don't.
Yes.
Come. That is good.
We talk leadership. We'll talk back and forth, okay, what's your schedule going to be this year? How are things going to work? That type of thing.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So it's kind of, in a way, it's kind of like there is a competition, but there is a cooperation.
Right.
It's kind of like just between different businesses, right? In a way.
Correct.
Yeah. Which
Correct.
definitely good for the parents, because now they can pick and choose whatever works for their children.
Absolutely. And the instructor that they want, there might be an instructor that has a certain style at one group that they like, and somebody else at a different one. So.
Right. Yeah. So the parents can either take one class or multiple classes.
Correct. So part of Indiana law, a lot of participation says that you, as a parent, a homeschool parent, you should be giving your child 51% of their education at home.
Oh, okay.
There's kind of that stipulation. So we don't recommend students, to take more than maybe one or two classes at SCHA, because, we still are focusing on that homeschool network. And if a student is taking all of the classes here at SCHA, then that parent is not actually
And
providing
homeschooling, okay.
that homeschool.
So you said that 51%, is that per year? Every year you can only have to provide 51%?
Yes.
Okay, but
Yes.
was that causing problem to some parents when their children are, like, say, in the junior and senior years in high school? That become, how do they deal with that?
I don't know. I don't have any idea. I know with our family, our
Mhm.
kids took dual credit classes, but that was about half of what they took.
Okay,
They did about maybe one class here at SCHA by the time they were juniors or seniors.
okay,
So, if you're looking at 6 classes that a child's taking, then that's about half.
okay.
And just because a student is taking classes at SCHA doesn't mean that the parent is not involved. I
Mhm.
mean, the parent should be monitoring, the work that's done, the books the student's using, whether or not the homework's getting done on time, grades, attendance. Those things still should be monitored by the parents themselves.
Right, so basically it's a supplement, but not a substitute.
Correct.
Mhm.
Correct. It's tutoring
Right,
in a group.
right, kind of group tutoring, kind of in
Correct.
a way, yeah. But the parents can also, even though they homeschool them, but they can also have them taking online classes, right? That would count part of the 51%, right?
Definitely.
Okay, just like the other 49%, they can go to a co-op or go to, maybe they actually can also go to take classes from a public high school, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
And some of our students do that as well here.
Okay, right, because they might have a class which is certain high schools may be better at it, right?
For instance, I have a student who takes Spanish at Southport High School,
Mhm.
so that she can swim on the swim team that's there,
Oh, okay,
which allows them to be able, depending upon the school district,
right, right. Yeah, it
they can.
depends on how friendly the school district is, right, to the
Yes,
homeschool families. Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, well, I think your school district is most of your parents, are they in like a Greenwood school district or the?
They're either in Greenwood or Center Grove.
Okay. How are those two school districts in terms like how they deal with the homeschool families?
I have not had any experience with Greenwood recently.
Mm-hmm.
I know that in general, Center Grove does not allow students to take just 1 or 2 classes. They either have to be there or not be there.
No.
However, I have a good relationship with the advanced placement director
Mm-hmm.
at Center Grove High School,
Okay.
and he allows my literature students, juniors and seniors, to take their AP exams at Center Grove.
Okay. Okay.
And so we have students who go there to take their
AP
AP
class.
exams. Yeah.
Okay.
So we've had last year we had some Spanish students take their AP exam there, and this year we've got students taking both literature
Okay.
and psychology.
Okay. But in terms of taking those AP exams, they have to take the classes in high school, right?
So you do not have to.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You can study on your own.
Okay.
And then just go in and take that, kind of like a CLEP exam.
Okay.
But here at SCHA, I did get approval from College Board in order to have students be able to put on their transcript that it is an AP class.
Okay.
So my syllabus was approved by College Board in order to have it designated as an AP class.
That's wonderful. So how many AP classes do you offer?
Right now, just 2.
Okay.
The literature classes.
Okay.
I kind of went through the process in order to get the approval done, and they require some hurdles to go through. And even though some of our instructors are teaching at an AP or college level for their classes, they haven't been able to get through those hurdles. I don't know why I was successful to do it, but I was able to do it. But we have students who have taken like government and econ, the psychology and the Spanish, and they have still gone in and done very well with the AP exams.
Okay, that's wonderful. Do you also provide dual credit?
We do not.
Okay.
We do not.
What's the hurdle there for you to provide the dual credit?
So your class needs to be organized much like a public schools AP class would be. You have some leeway. So like for my literature class, I have some leeway with the novels or the short stories that I pick, but you have to write your syllabus so that it follows their format, which was not really all that difficult.
Okay.
The difficulty comes is that you somehow have to have your homeschool registered with Indiana State, with the state government, the DOE.
Oh, really?
And so when my kids were younger, we had registered.
Okay.
And so I have that, but a lot of our, a couple of our instructors did not home educate their kids. And so they don't have that homeschool number that the state gives you.
When I was teaching at the GCA, our dual credit classes actually, I mean, I was authorized to teach them from Vincent University.
So we have checked into that, but we would have to go through having like our classes approved by a university. We just have not done that at this point.
Okay. So normally, like, what's the size of the classes? I mean, just typical class.
Class size ranges. We have a minimum of 7, but an instructor can choose to teach less than 7 if he or she would like to do that. We typically max out at 18.
Okay.
That's our top that we will take. Once in a while, a class may go over by a couple students, mainly because we'll have siblings who sign up, and may have 1 or 2 siblings that are stuck on a wait list, and you can't leave one out, not take the other one. So sometimes we'll take about 20 or so, but typically our classes run somewhere between 10 and 12.
Okay.
It's an average class size.
That's very good class size. I mean, a lot of private schools capped at about like 12. I mean, class teacher to student ratio is about that, like around 12.
I like that size.
Yeah, me too. Personally, as a teacher, yeah, I think I can handle about 20. I mean, anything above 20 has become a little bit hard.
I have. I started out this year with one class that had 22 in it, and it's down to just because of attrition with kids moving and lifestyle changes, that kind of thing, to about 19. And I'm thankful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So if any parents wants to send their children to your school, what is the process?
So we have registration during the springtime. It's currently open right now, up until May 13th. And we have a website, which is www.homeschool-life.com/IN/SCHA.
Wow, you remember all of that.
Well, we use Homeschool Life.
Yeah.
So if you want to just search for Southside Christian Homeschool Academy, we usually will come up.
Yeah, I'll put a link.
Okay.
in this this episode. Mhm. And also I think you have some what do you call that, the
Yes, we
shadowing.
have a visitation day that's coming up on May 5th.
Okay.
And if you visit that website, there's an email address that you can use to send an email if you have interest in SCHA. And I will send you all of our guidelines that we use, registration information, and information about the visitation day on May 5th. That's going to be around the noon hour, where families can come in, sit in classes, see what teachers are teaching, how classes are conducted. Teachers will be available in order to answer any questions that they might have. That's the afternoon before our showcase night. So that evening we will be having a showcase where our science classes will be having science fair type projects presented. Our speech class is doing speeches. I've videotaped some of my literature. We've put on different plays, and I will have those playing on my videos. Samples of writing, those kind of things will be available for parents or visitors to come in and see what it is that we do.
Well, now for the visitors, do they have to be invited by one of the parents, or they just can come show up?
They can just come and see what we have to offer.
Wonderful. That's on the May 5th.
That's on May 5th at Cross Point Community Church.
And what time is that? It's in the evening.
It's in the evening. I think it starts at 6:30.
Okay.
I'm not in charge of setting that up, so I'm
that's okay. I think
exactly sure.
Yeah.
But if there's interest, just send an email and we can get more information to you.
Right. So they can just go to the website and send the email to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so that's wonderful. And also, it is your school is inside a church.
It is.
That's cool.
We're very lucky to have a wonderful church that has a lot of classroom space. It's very modernized, and they have been so gracious to keep our facility fees low. Each family pays $90 for their facility fee. There is a $25.
That's for the entire year. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. There's a $25 per student administration fee, which covers insurance and the website and the grading website. And then instructors are paid directly from the parents. And that's $100 per quarter, depending upon if you're taking a semester class or a full year class.
Okay. So you could either pay 200 or 400.
Yes.
Yeah. And also the insurance, is that part of the church insurance?
No, that's our general liability insurance that we have to carry.
So basically your co-op has to have insurance as an entity, right?
Yes.
So in that case, what kind of entity is that legally?
We are an unassociated group.
Okay. Well, is that for profit or non-profit? So it's an actual non-profit organization, right?
Well, we're not organized as a not-for-profit. We are unorganized.
Unorganized. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that if you are unorganized, you can still get insurance.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's just that they just fulfill the insurance through that as that type of an organization.
Oh, well, is that part of the? You say you are using like what called homeschool life?
Yes.
Okay. Is that your insurance through them, or just as a independent, separate?
It's all separate. Okay. It's all separate.
Okay.
We use a grading platform that's separate. We use Homeschool Life to promote our classes. That's separate. Our insurance is separate. And then our contract to use the church is separate.
Oh, wow. Keep
you busy. To keep track of.
Yeah, keep you a lot of track of. Yes. Right. But then there has to be someone who is accountable for that, right? Someone has to be what they call that, the representative in terms of for the legal purposes?
So we have a volunteer leadership board.
Okay.
There are 4 ladies. We have a secretary, a treasurer, and then
Okay.
we all just kind of pitch in and help organize, make decisions, those kind of things, promote SCHA, et cetera.
So it's kind of like a school board.
Kind of, but we really don't make, the only decisions we make are like the calendar to make sure that everybody's coming on the same day, the times. We let the instructors pick his or her own curriculum.
But the board hires teachers, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Because we want to make sure that they have that professional experience or a bachelor's degree in the area that they're teaching. Right.
Well, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to teach next school year. So
we're looking forward to having you.
Yeah. So I'm kind of super excited.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
Definitely. And
well,
also,
we have lots of openings in our freshman level classes this year. For some reason, we just so we have a lot of openings in that area. So it's a great time to get started with high school classes. Right.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem. Okay. Well, we'll see you soon.
All righty. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.